This is a rare deformity called the punching mitt. And the idea is to coordinate your punch with a proper stance so that when you move, you launch your body and control it with that strong tripod of the Ijikimima stance and moving through it, and then whip your power up through your body, through your waist, and out your arm, boom, at the last minute, shooting the power right into the mitt. So what we're going to do is we're going to have John punching the mitt. I'm just going to show you how to walk back and forth with that. And you want to have your fist right on the center line. You want to have your knuckles all conserved so that they're not sticking out one or the other, that sort of thing. As if you have a pencil and you're holding it firmly in your hand. When you're just walking along, it should feel like, you know, if you struck something, that these things are like, they're hammers, you know? So when you punch, the front hand, just as in the normal punching exercise, is going to come out of the way, straight down, with your elbow relaxed, and then you're going to come straight forward, and at the end of the punch, it's going to come and rotate a little bit that way. Initially, you start with these lower three knuckles hitting the mitt. And as you get better, then you're going to go to one knuckle, and you'll see an impression in the mitt when you get a really strong punch. So we won't go into that today, but first you'll see three knuckles in the mitt, then you'll see one. Here's how to do the exercise with another person as a walking exercise. So we're going to have you make your fists. Actually, John hasn't done this exercise ever, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So he's going to get his knuckles, which you can't see here. It's okay to pan a little bit over toward what we're doing. And so relax your shoulders and bring this fist down as you step forward and punch. Okay, so now what I want him to do, step back, and this time for the purposes of this exercise, he's going to punch with his left hand, so he's going to step forward on his right foot. Get those knuckles facing forward, there you go. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Come in and do it again. Stay right there. And then I'm just going to step back, he's going to step through. And that's helping him to learn distancing in order to be able to deliver a lot of power through his fist. Remember, the elbow doesn't stay up, it stays down, and this comes out like a piston. Really like a piston. So tremendous power comes out. Eventually, through this and walking exercises and transfer of weight, you end up with the power to do a true 1-inch or no-inch punch, where you can deliver with a palm or punch 800 or 1,000 pounds of force without any wind-up movement whatsoever, just a tiny movement, and it comes right out. Okay, we're going to turn around. We're going to come here. Okay, so it's okay. He did left foot, left hand, which is a little bit more difficult, and it's not how we normally apply it anyway. In combat, you would actually probably have both feet even at that point. But anyway, so what we're going to do is, let me have you punch with your left hand again and step forward with your right foot. Like I said, we haven't given this exercise to John yet, so it's just like he's beginning, and he's fairly new to the Kung Fu, but doing a great job. So this needs to be real nice, shoulders are relaxed. This is about where the crease is in the elbow as far as distance away from the body. And then down this goes, and punch. And come down, and punch. And again. It's important that he waits. Like if he tries to move forward and punch now, I haven't had a chance to move back and make any room. By the way, he may be new to the Kung Fu, but how many of you guys got a cue, okay? All right. Huh? And he eats with chopsticks too. Porridge. Go ahead. Punch. And again. Good. Here, you put the down real quick. And just hold it out to your side. Stay right where you are. And just that simple. And I use things the opposite side actually. And step back though. Good. And down. Punch. Again. Okay, so he actually kind of pushed forward and went under it. But that's the idea. And ultimately what will happen after you warm these things up and do some strong punches. You kind of go beat them in a little bit, but then you'll start to see the knuckles showing up. You'll be able to count the knuckles, and then after you have the 3, you go to the 1. And again, that's because at the end of the punch, boom, that change there, as you express all that energy that came up through your feet, up through your waist, which initially you see the waist moving as you practice your walking. Later, you almost see the waist not move at all. You don't need to see the shoulders move because they don't need to move. Boom. And what you don't want to do is, again, to do this, it's okay, but it's karate. Whether you do a flat punch or a vertical punch, if you're turning and you're doing one, and then the other, and then the other, that's karate and most kung fu. We want to have our punches here, and then if we were to make contact with another person, then we would make our contact, boom, and we would never break contact unless they did something to allow us to run around. We'd have absolute control and punching, like that. And then if you want to make it entertaining, make it like he punched himself, like boom, 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 okay? Basic punching with a mitt. It's good for everybody to practice that.